Welcome back, Chiefs, to another edition of the Chieftain Report. Today's show has news and announcements with Lincoln Ballinger and Jackson Stimmel, weather with Lily Ansell, and sports with Ev Krantz and Ryan Landis. Also, stay tuned for the new segment, Snack Shack with Shay and Jack. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this new edition of the Chieftain Report.
Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new edition of the Chieftain Report. I hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. I'm your newsman, Lincoln Ballinger.
And I'm your other newsman, Jackson Stimmel. Let's get into the news.
Our first musical of the year, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, has arrived. Tickets are on sale for $3 each during your lunch period, and the show times are today at 7:50 a.m., Saturday at 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m., and Sunday at 2 p.m. We hope to see you there.
If you ever feel as though you have no control in what goes on in the school or want to have a say in who makes decisions, well, on October 2nd, you'll be able to vote on your very own peers for class officer. Make sure you vote carefully, and good luck to anyone voting.
Remember, Chieftains, please show up to school. Yes, we all know school isn't fun all the time, and we've all not wanted to go many times, but you don't want to be that guy who skipped because it was too boring or too hard.
For any students big into trivia and who want to test their competitive side, the Quiz Bowl team may be just the thing for you. With trivia topics including pop culture, sports, history, science, and much more. They meet every Monday after school in room 219 until 4 p.m. Email Ms. Collins or go to room 219 for any questions.
Whether you get your news from the TV, paper, phone, other people, or even your pet, we all have heard of the app TikTok. As it turns out, that's where more and more people are getting their news and information from. Studies done by the Pew Research Center suggest that about 52% of users say that they get their news from this app. That's more than Facebook. I guess the young people have finally beaten the old. Researchers have also stated that the number will continue to grow rapidly as time goes on. It really makes you wonder what has become of this world.
In local news, our very own Air Force JROTC Raider team traveled down to Live Oaks High School near Cincinnati on September 14th to compete in the Raiders Challenge competition. Our team, which was comprised of 28 cadets, went up against 35 other JROTC units from 4 different states. Whether climbing over walls or running through mud pits, the Chieftain cadets led the way through difficulty and team building challenges. They were even able to bring home 3rd place in a tire flipping competition where they flipped a large tractor tire 98 times in 5 minutes. Here's some pictures from the competition.
I hope it rains a little this week.
Well, let's check the 5-day weather forecast with Lily Ansell.
Next time, I think I'll watch the weather with Lily Ansell.
Hey Chiefs, welcome back to weather. We got some rain this week, but not nearly enough. Let's see if we get any more on our 5-day forecast. Starting off today, the record high is 89 set back in 2016 and the record low is 35 set back in 1990. It's going to be rainy with a high of 79 and a low of 67. On Saturday, it will be rainy with a high of 85 and a low of 65. On Sunday, it will be rainy with a high of 80 and a low of 62. On Monday, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 75 and a low of 61. And lastly, on Tuesday, it will be sunny with another high of 75 and a low of 53. That's all for weather this week. Looks like we get some fall temperatures and much needed rain. Now let's check out the sports with Ev Krantz and Ryan Landis.
Chiefs all day! 1, 2, 3, let's Chiefs!
Hey Chiefs, it's Ev Kronz here.
And Ryan Landis.
Welcome back to Chieftain Sports.
A lot has happened these past few weeks, so let's recap.
On September 19th, the girls volleyball team traveled to Pickerington Central, defeating them in 3 sets. The game was very intense as Coach Chris Kern was their prior coach a few years back, and the team's setter, Cadence Davids, moved here only a year ago from Pickerington. They won with a wide span of only 8 points, and they have earned their first singular spot first in the OCC against Newark this past Tuesday. Keep it up.
On September 20th, the boys football team traveled to Newark, facing off the Wildcats. The first 2 OCC games for the boys did not work out so well, ending the game with a score of 55-0. Good luck next week in the 3rd OCC game against Reynoldsburg.
On the 24th, the girls soccer team fought hard against Canal Winchester, finishing with a score of 2-5. Kenzie Myers and Savannah Fagan with the scoring goals, but the team unfortunately could not stick the landing. Better luck next match, and great run, girls.
Away on the 24th, the boys soccer team traveled to Canal Winchester, unfortunately walking off the field with a loss of 1-0. It was a close match as both teams fought back and forth, but Canal scored in the last 6 minutes to put them ahead. It was unfortunately not enough time for the Chiefs to make a comeback. Good luck this Saturday against Chillicothe.
Also on the 24th, the boys golf team held their senior night at the course, concluding their season before sectionals with the win in their books against Amanda Clear Creek and Licking Heights. Senior Will Schultz carried the team on his back with a score of 40, with Nate Davis following behind him with a score of 46. Logan finished with an overall score of 189. Thank you for a great season, Will and Hoyt, and good luck during sectionals.
So the first senior we have is Hoyt Monroe. Now, drive the cart up. Oh, all right, our next senior is Will Schultz. It's been a pleasure and a joy, and I can't wait to watch you continue to grow as a young man. Hoyt, same thing with you.
Thank you.
Good job, Will. Thanks. Good job.
It's the Birkenstocks.
On September 19th, the girls' tennis team faced against the Teays Valley Vikings. The girls fought hard on their home court, not being able to come through with a win, losing with a final score of 3-2. Both Josie Sigler and Emma Smith put up a score for the Chiefs. Good luck next match.
On the 21st, both cross-country teams traveled to Lancaster running hard. On the girls' team, Kaylin Goss ran a 19:41 and Sandy Hammock right behind her running a 20:45. On the boys' team, Drew Perry ran an outstanding 17:47 and on his tail followed Elias Hembry running a 17:55. Keep up the good work.
Now that we're all caught up with sports,
let's pass the camera on to Snack Shack with Shay and Jack.
To start off, you'll need thinly sliced beef cut into strips. Also make sure that it's sliced against the grain for tenderness. We're going to use a secret Chinese takeout technique called velveting. This is where you mix a teaspoon each of baking soda and salt for every half pound or whatever meat you use, and cover it in water for about an hour. While it's marinating, chop up a white onion and white parts of a bunch of green onions and stir fry them until you have some good color. Once the beef is done marinating, drain the water and season with a teaspoon of white pepper and garlic powder, as well as a tablespoon and a half of soy sauce per half pound of meat. Slowly massage in cornstarch until you get a thick, oobleck-like batter all around the beef. Heat your frying oil of choice to 350 and lay in a dozen strips of beef. These will be cooked through and crispy after 4 to 5 minutes. After you fry, make a sauce out of 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, 2/3 cup of beef stock, a tablespoon of hoisin sauce, and the sliced green parts of green onions. Mix 2 tablespoons of water with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and stir it in your sauce once it hits a boil. This will give it a glossy texture. Start your plate with a mound of white rice. Add as many strips of beef as you'd like. Put on a couple spoons of stir-fried veggies and drizzle some sauce on the top. You are now free to demolish your delicious creation.
Is that good?
Mongolian Beef.
I think I like that beef more than the chips last week.
I don't know, I'm more of a chip guy myself.
Anyway, that's all for this week's News, Chieftains. We'll see you next time on TV2.
The Deuce.
I would say, you want to do the spin in the chairs?
Sure, we can do the spinning chairs.
I hope it rains a little.
Well, let's check with the. I can't. How are we gonna do it?
Good luck next week in the. Okay.
No, I'm so good at parking.
What?
Chris Kern was our prior coach a few years back.
Whoa, we got fingers in the shot.
Hey, guys, broadcasting one and
Catwalk.
What does?
the towel.
Ah!